Hello, this is a video providing instructions about how to process a request for a substitution for a class for one of your advisees. So when you get started, you want to have two tabs open. The one is you want to have your advisees advisory requirements, so academic requirements report up on PeopleSoft. You will need this to be looking up these codes. And the other one is you want to go on sub.engr.ucon.edu, School of Engineering graduation substitution form, and you want to go into advisor login. So this will bring you to a page where you will sign in with your NetID. Once you do that, the system will ask you for a password, and the password is Huskies Forever. And so now you are in the form. So you want to look up UConn student, and I will say here, I will just put one of my students in here. So I will look him up. See? I put in the wrong name, that's why it doesn't find him. And so I can go in here and it finds the right student. So then it populates all the information of the student up here. And so we want to look at, so what are you looking for? Are you looking to make a substitution for the major or the minor? Major. So the major is environmental engineering in this case. So is this student a graduating senior? Is he yes or no in this case? So in this case is graduating. So I'm going to say here that he's graduating in spring 2020. So now this is where you will need the requirement groups RG and RQs. So let's say that you want to substitute a professional requirement, which is very often the case. So I go back to view my advisees and scroll down here. So the overall RG, so if you're trying to process a substitution for the major, most probably you're not doing anything in terms of math or genetics or things like that. You're doing something that's major specific. So your code here will be RG3154. So you can go back here and say this is going to be 3154. So you have your first number. Then the second number depends on what it is that you're substituting. Is it one of the major courses? Well, major courses are RQ1018. If you're looking at professional electives, then your code is RQ2664. So then you're going to go, for example, here and say 2664. I want to substitute a professional elective. You also want to know what catalog year the student is under. So you can go back here and see, for example, in this case, it's 2016-17. So you put this in here. And so you can say here, for example, the professional requirement could be like area 3 professional requirement. And then you can say, because this is very generic, if it was a specific course, I would say, oh, use, we want to have like ENVE 3120 instead of fluid mechanics, and instead of those, use like something else, that the student, for example, took in another university or something like that. But here in this case, we want to have like an approved course under area 3, professional elective, and then we can say, please use this course, and I will just make up a course here and say that please use Chem 2240, that is not an approved professional elective right now. And then here I have to say in the justification that Chem 2240 environmental chemistry has topics that fall within this area 3 professional elective. Or Yeah, and it's something that basically explains how this particular course fulfills the requirements of that particular need. And if you have a syllabus that you want to attach, you can attach it here. So then you can say that you have accessed the academic requirements report, and then, you know, which is basically what you did here to get the codes, and then you know, say send to department review. And so I'm not going to do that right now because this is not a real substitution, but that would basically complete what you have to do. Okay.